Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's talking about the like feeding, like eating good grass because you're the cow. I am Eldritch Force with an endless appetite, gnawing before time began. What you are on the most fundamental level is only the thing which wants this. Fucking ginormous breakthrough. The story can be turned in as fully meta ironic after you meet the maker. Base. That is literally exactly where I'm at with the pyramid.
So this is like real big.
True.
This is what I would quantify as quite the
Dude,
large
Jesus. This really is. Wow.
discovery here. Um, um, so essentially, um, it's a new height of looking at yourself in the orb. It's a flat return to mad thrashing, um, to that like pure form of silence. We're removing the ego like completely out of this one. We're returning back to old version, but it's very interesting because it's still done through the mythological moniker. And essentially, by using the story, you run through the story, and then to look at yourself in the war part, what you see is you see both your infinity and you see every infinity leading back before it, which means you see infinities, which are the initial infinities, which is literally just hunger. Now, this is the part where it's going to get real convoluted, but essentially, the infinite, all the infinite is just, you could call it the difference maker, right? If you're going off of what the Cowboy Deleuze man was saying, and you could say it's a thing which hungers for difference. You could say it's a thing which hungers for thought textures. You could say it's a thing which just hungers and yearns to what you could call creating in the name of feeding. You could call it the mad pattern and say that it just thrashes every hour. But anyways, the point is that what it is fundamentally is essentially hunger. It's something which wants. And this, the finitude, the food, whatever you want to call this is what it's hungry for. This is what it needs. This is what it's constantly pursuing. This is difference, right? This is the infinite. This is the finite. The infinite is the thing which hungers for finitude, the thing which will always be expanding outward in the name of more finitude, which is the infinite. The thing which will always be expanding outwards in the name of difference, which is, as Capua Deleuze labeled, non-being. And so, anyways, the point of this is that now, whenever you run it, you're not trying to be something else. Well, I suppose you are. I don't know. They're getting very new territory, so I don't know. I'm going to be making shit up as I go along here, but you're not trying to be another person. You're not trying to connect something outside of this reality. Well, in a way you are, but you're not doing. There's a disconnect there between whenever you're becoming the man who made the decision, you are doing those things to a heightened degree because you're actually trying to associate with like inherently not with this instead of with this and with that, which is what you can do when you side with the thrashing, whatever we're calling it now. I haven't come up with a name for it yet, but even the closed loop theorem, right? The perfection theorem, all of these things point back to one spot. They point back to hunger, and the point is that whenever you embody that, whenever you embody the fact that not you are a person, not a man who made the decision, but you see that the man who made the decision is simply a byproduct of the smile which runs all the way back. Which basically what that means is that's what I meant whenever I say that the smile runs all the way back. That's what I mean is this thing that I've been talking about, which is that the infinite is just hunger. Because what that means is that essentially this what the smile runs all the way back means is the way the infinite looks at all infinitude is with a smile. Like all it is appreciation. You call the infinite just like bare appreciation, right? God damn. Um, just like bare appreciation, and essentially what it's appreciating is this, and you could also call it like thrashing because it's always moving outwards towards more of this. It's always seeking more difference, greater difference, right? Not difference from something, but difference in itself. And yeah, after you embrace that, it's very intense because it's like